Welcome to U.S. Elections 2020 Week 2. Last week was the presidential debate, and you were all supposed to watch that and then tell me what you thought about it. There were specific things that I asked for you to look for. I have received 6 out of 15. 6 people's homework out of 16. One person reached out to me. So let's say 7 out of 16, 15. So, anywho, I'm going to give you some time to catch up. So, we were going to talk about the Electoral College. We'll do that next week. Next week, you'll also have worksheets in your fish mailbox at the co-op that you need to pick up in the mornings, that you have them for the week, and they'll be about the Electoral College. But this week, we will talk about the continuing debates. So, the vice presidents have a debate Wednesday. You need to watch that. Same thing as the presidential one. Who debated, who did not debate, what each candidate had to say, what they were for, what they're against, what they wish to accomplish, that type of thing, just like with the presidential debates. Only a couple of people that turned in theirs mentioned that only Trump and Biden debated and that the other two did not. I did specifically ask who was in the debate and who was not in the debate. So we did need to address that the other two were left out. Howie Hawkins is not on the ballot in all 50 states, but Dr. Jo Jorgensen, she is on the ballot in all 50 states. So I feel like she should have been part of the debate, but it's almost always just the Democrats and the Republicans. So you will watch the vice presidential debate on Wednesday. If you can't watch it on Wednesday, you can watch it later on YouTube or whatever. Again, don't just watch the highlights. Don't just watch what CNN has to say about it or Fox has to say about it. Watch the debate and make your own decision. Don't go and ask mommy and daddy or your best friend or your grandpa or whoever. Watch it yourself and form your own opinion. I want to know what you thought about each candidate, what they're hoping to accomplish, what party they're from, those types of things, and who you think won, not who your mom or dad thought, and how they handled themselves. So you're going to watch that, but also something that was not addressed by you guys, because y'all didn't remember to look and see what was happening with the other two candidates that were not at the debate. Dr. Jo Jorgensen, because she was not invited to the debate, she had her own. So while that one was going on, she was doing her own thing. There was a person there asking her questions. She was responding to them. It was a thing where you could get to know her just like the debate. It is also an hour and a half long. There will be a link in this stream so that you can watch her debate also. I expect you to watch her debate. If you watch her debate, I want to know what you thought about her, what you thought about her ideas, what she had to say, what you liked, what you didn't like. Likelihood of a third party candidate being elected is not very good, but it's not impossible either. So you really need to be aware of every potential person that could become president. It affects our entire lives. So you need to know about Dr. Jo Jorgensen, and you need to watch the vice presidential debate also. So it's pretty much the same as last week, only you have 2 debates now. Dr. Jo Jorgensen's link is going to be here, and the vice presidential ones on Wednesday night. Again, next week we'll do electoral colleges. Now, about this chaos that was supposed to be a couple of grown men having a reasonable debate for our presidential candidates. I've talked to a few parents about it. I've read what you young people have said about it. And I would have to say that you're all much nicer about it than I am. So, this is what I think about it. I'm sorry that I asked you young people to watch that. That was supposed to be two reasonable grown men having a logical and respectful debate. These two men are leaders of our country, and they're vying for the top spot. They're vying for the leader of the free world. The whole world's looking at them. We look at them. Everybody else looks at them. They lead our country. Whoever gets elected is going to lead our country. The whole world, rest of the world's looking at us in 2020 because we've all lost our minds thinking, what's going on over there in America? I don't know. They ought to be ashamed of themselves the way they act. I am a very matter-of-fact person. I like to joke and have fun, very sarcastic, but I am very serious at the same time. I don't like what I saw. It was petty. It was unproductive. It was hostile. It was absurd. It was stress-filled, name-calling debacle. Instead of just being a big fat meanie sitting here talking ugly about how these grown men couldn't act right, I'm just going to make fun of them instead. So, here we go. This is how I think Donald Trump acted.
You can clap now. No, please. You can thank me outside in the sun when you wish us out.
This is how Joe Biden acted.
Shut up!
This is how the two acted together. This is ultimately what happened at the debate. Nothing productive was said. They just fought. This is how these two acted.
You're a nerd.
I know you are, but what am I?
You're an idiot.
I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
I know you are, but what am I? Infinity.
No, I'm not. You are.
And this is what I think the moderator must have felt like.
Really? This is gonna decide who's the hero and who's the sidekick?
You got a better idea?
Every idea is better than this idea.
So that's my opinion of this thing, this travesty that they called a debate. I hope the two vice presidential candidates can act like grown-ups and not little bitty children fighting over a toy. So there you go. Watch the vice presidential debates on Wednesday. If you have any questions, post them by 5 p.m. Tuesday. If there weren't any questions last week, so I didn't respond to anything because there was nothing to respond to. So questions by 5 p.m. on Tuesday. If there are any questions, I will respond to those by 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Otherwise, homework is due by 10 p.m. on Saturday. So vice presidential debate, Jo Jorgensen's video. Both of them should be about an hour and a half long, so that's 3 hours, guys. But you can watch them while you're in the car, going from activity to activity. You don't have to sit down for an hour and a half and watch it. You can just break it into, 10, 15 minutes here, as long as you get all the way through it. Okay? So that's all we have for this week. All right, you guys have a good week.